Alright, so welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences, and let's look at some tiles. So these are ceramic tiles, okay? And we are going to start with 25 by 40. So what are 25 by 40? What are these tiles that are called 25 by 40? So first and foremost, 25 by 40 are basically wall tiles that you can put on the walls of your bathroom and the walls of your kitchen. Some people even go as far as putting them on their houses, on the fence lines, you know. So any wall, these can go on any wall, okay? Any wall. I don't know if I'm able to fully capture the different designs for you because there are different designs, and every spacing you see is a design. It's a full-on design, okay? So these tiles in a box, they are usually 15 pieces, or at least right now there are 15 pieces in a box, and each box can cover up to 1.5 square meters. So these tiles are sold in square meters. For example, if you go to your house and you start measuring, you are going to measure that house in square meters, and that square meter is going to cost you 26,000 Ugandan shillings. So if you've been able to measure 10 square meters, get the 26,000 Ugandan shillings and multiply by the number of square meters. Now, what does this mean? If a box can cover 1.5 square meters, it means you're still able to get a good amount of tiles per box, okay? A very good amount of tiles. So ceramic tiles, we've finished. Now ceramic tiles are, by the way, when you're on site and you're building with ceramic tiles, most times it's advisable you soak them first. You can use a regular cutter to actually work on these tiles. They're not so complex. They're not so complex to work with. They're very simple, very, very simple. Okay? Okay. Now let's look at 30 by 30. Alright, so let's look at 30 by 30. Remember, these are ceramic tiles. And one thing you have to keep in mind is that when you're working with tiles, tiles have an arrangement. Do you see that? So when you're installing your tiles, when someone is installing tiles for you, make sure they respect the pattern of the tiles so that they do have a perfect outcome. If the tiles are poorly installed, you will not get the right flow of tiles. This is art, and art has a flow to it, okay? So 30 by 30 is basically bathroom floor tiles. We've looked at the bathroom wall tiles. So now let's look at the floor tiles. Your floor tiles have to be matte. What does it mean? They have to be rough so that you don't fall and die. We don't want that, do we? So these are 30 by 30, and a box has about 17 pieces, which covers about 1.53 square meters. That's a box. Now, a box will cost you around 26,000 Ugandan shillings, the same as the wall tiles actually, if you've noticed. That is if you're watching. So now, remember, once you've calculated your square meters, all you have to do is get them and multiply by the price that I've given you. There is a lot of noise here. I think it's high time I actually employ these microphones. Let me try. Okay, let me try. I need to isolate noise. Alright, so now let's look at the 40 by 40. I believe the 40 by 40 is the type of tile that is most used by our people. Now, we have different types, or rather different designs of 40 by 40, but the most important thing you need to know is how much coverage does 40 by 40 actually do. Now, first and foremost, 40 is going to cover for you 1.92 square meters a box, and there are around 12 pieces in a box, okay? Now, remember the prices I'm giving you are per square meter. So let's assume that you want to cover the floor of your house and you want 40 by 40 tiles. So these 40 by 40 tiles, you're going to say if my floor, like for example, this is your floor, it has about 30 square meters. So you're going to get the price of 40 by 40, which is 28,000 Ugandan shillings, and then multiply by the number of square meters you've gotten. So there you will know how many square meters, or rather how much it will cost you to cover your entire house. Okay? I don't know if you're getting my point. The reason I've given you prices in square meters is because most of you do not know how to calculate square meters to convert them into knowing how many boxes you need. So this is me trying to simplify, well, lives, I guess. Let's look at the different designs that are available in 40 by 40. Let's start off strong with the black. These are 40 by 40 again. When I'm quiet, it doesn't mean I'm not here. I'm trying to take you through 40 by 40. A box has 12 pieces and a box covers 1.92 square meters, which leaves us with the price of 28,000 Ugandan shillings. Remember, please remember, that 28,000 Ugandan shillings is the price of a square meter. Okay? Alright, let's move on to 50 by 50. Now, for those of you that don't have a lot of time, 50 by 50 is good. Okay? It's actually really good. 60 by 60 is good as well. I'm going to show you that as well.